All I want to say is this. Zack Snyder got my attention.
That's my boy. Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? What you doing? Hey, what's up, man? What you doing?
Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm just Snyder cutting.
Yeah.
Snyder Cut.
Hold on, man. Somebody on the line.
Snyder Cut.
I got somebody else on the line.
I hope.
Hello?
What's up, bro?
Snyder Cut!
Snyder Cut!
Snyder Cut.
Snyder cut.
Hey, yo, guys, hold up. My mom's calling, all right?
Snyder cut.
Snyder Cut.
Snyder cut.
March the 18th. Hallelujah.
All right. Snyder Cut.
Zack Snyder just dropped a bomb on us. Well, Vanity Fair, but it was still Zack behind it. Let me see who's all up in here before we get into it. I'm so glad you're here. Let me change this background because it looks kind of scary and dark and bland. And then we're going to get into it. Boom, there we go. Let's see who's all up in here. We got my boy Dragon Ball Spaghetti. Glad you're here. We got Ray Wage Collection. Glad you're here. We got Darius. We got Richard up in here. We even got my boy Fatal J. Fatal J, how you doing, sir? Doing good. Glad to see you. Thank you. Let's see. We got Chaos in here. We got Victor. We got my boy DSS, Xavier, Trey, DS Legend. We got my boy Steven, Nerdy Williams. Let's get into it. I'm just going to get into it. This is how dope this was. Zack Snyder, Vanity Fair. They dropped it on us this morning, man. And these pictures blew me away. One picture in particular. Let me pull it up right here. Mind-blowing, man. This stuff is mind-blowing right here. Let's take a look at this picture. Look what Zack Snyder dropped on us. Now, I'm glad that Film God put these pictures in here correctly, the right way. Because this is exactly the order I want to talk about it in. This is the first picture. Zack Snyder talks to Vanity Fair about the road to the hashtag the Snyder Cut. We're going to break down that beautiful. We're going to break down that beautiful article that they wrote about Zack Snyder. And I mean, they say everything and they don't hold nothing back. Shout outs to Vanity Fair. This is the first picture we're looking at. Film Gob is going to laugh at me for saying this, but I'm going to say her name like that anyway. This is Mora from Atlantis. All right, I know her name is Mara. I know y'all talking about me in the chat. But, like it or not, Amber Heard is in this movie. Like it or not, guess what? She going to be an Aquaman too. I don't care. I don't care what people think and say. Y'all already know. She chopping people fingers off and they don't even care. She's going to be in that joint. Best and believe. So keep your minds right. This is a dope picture, though. I like Mara. I think Mara is dope. Let's continue. Let's look at. Would y'all look at that? I'm already scared. I'm already scared. Look at the eyes, man. Look at the eyes. It's like he's looking deep inside our souls. Look at that picture, man. Nightmare Batman in the building. Let's continue. We got my boy Ray Fisher. You know how Ray Fisher. Borg life, baby. Borg life. Yeah. I can't hold up the symbol. Let me see. Borg life, baby. Borg life. Got my boy up in the, I forgot what they call him, but that's the animation suit, Got my boy in the animation suit. Let's keep going. This is the picture right here that's going to shock the world. This picture right here blew my freaking mind. Now, your boy Fatal J does practice Christianity. Yes, I do. So when I woke up this morning and I saw this picture. I'm like, what the freak is going on? Now, this is what I want to know in the chat. Everybody in the chat, y'all let me know. What do y'all guys think that's going on in this picture? What the freak is going on in this picture? Let me see my boy Xavier. What up, Xavier? What up, Trey? Nerdy Williams, Angry Vader. What up, Angry Vader? That's my boy. Is it Green Lantern? Is it Flashpoint? We're going to be talking about that too. They said in this article, and I know Snyder Cut fans are against reshoots, but Zack Snyder said himself that it is a reshoot at the end of this movie, and I'm thinking that secret hero that he's talking about is Green Lantern, but we ain't talking about that right now. We're going to get to that because let me tell y'all something. If you read this article, this is a big article, and I couldn't do this in one video. There's no way, no how I could have did this in one video. I'm going to take my time. We're going to go on a good journey. It's going to be fun. Yourself, what up, man? Millennium Mike, what up, what up? DDS, back channel, what's up, back channel? We got 40 people in here. Do me a favor. Smash that like button. Because when you smash that like button, it makes me feel oh so well. And when you hit that subscribe button, it makes me feel oh so swell. But when you hit that notification bell, it makes me feel all giddy and gutly inside. And I just made that word up. Mike Israelite, you don't like the picture, bro? Gaming Sanctum, what up, Gaming Sanctum? What do y'all think about this? Somebody said Amber Turd. Jeez Louise. Fatal Borg, Martian Manhunter. I'm thinking Martian Manhunter too, Xavier. But Green Lantern, Zack did say he was not in this, but I don't know. Who knows? TK Batcave said, Jesus. Fatal J confirmed in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Jeff Johns is trash. We're going to get into that. Trust me. We're going to get into that. And this is just what I want to know from you guys. What do y'all think about this picture? What is Joker doing? When I look at this image right here, just my first take, this movie is going to have a horror aspect to it, a horror religious aspect to it. But I don't know what's going on. Why does he have a crown of thorns on his head? Is he praising God? What is he doing? I don't know. Is he mimicking? Is he mocking? What could he be doing? Is he trying to worship Darkseid? I'm telling you, this picture blew my mind. And I'm going to have to give it to Zack Snyder. This is the thing about Zack. Zack knows how to get people attention. Now, you already got the comic book heads. You got the superhero fans watching this movie. You even got the superhero fans that are haters watching this movie. But based off this picture alone, Zack is going to get a whole new audience of people watching this film and seeing what's going on. This is some cold stuff, man. And I don't know why, but I feel like Jared Leto had a lot to do with that. I had that biggest man to say he's praying the dark side. It could be. And he could be saying in his own words, he's the Messiah or messenger of Darkseid. You know, like a little allegory. What up, Derek? Glad you're here. Nerdy Williams, the Joker Jesus is part of a nightmare that Bruce has, I think. Okay, I can see that. Joker is praying the dark side. Joker will be hero. He might be I think he's gonna be the anti-hero. I'm glad you said that, John Cena. I think he's gonna be the anti-hero of this. Fatal J Joker will be savior in Justice League. I'm thinking that. I'm telling you, this movie is gonna blow our minds because half of the Justice League is going to die. I hope y'all know that. Half of them is going to die. The only people that we have left, and there's a picture out there, somebody tweeted to me, but it's a dope picture that somebody drew. And it had Joker with the crown marks on his head. He didn't have a crown of thorns on his head, but you could see the bloody marks. And you saw the people who survived the Darkseid invasion. You had Batman, you had Cyborg, you had Flash, you had Joker, you had Mera. Who else was that last person? Deathstroke. You had Deathstroke too. You had Deathstroke. You had Deathstroke. You had Joker. Them the last survivors. You had Batman, you had Mera, you had Cyborg, and you had Flash. That's going to be your anti-Justice League at the end of the Justice League Snyder Cut movie. But see what Victor's saying. Victor, Fatal J, I think these secret hero will be Orion because Green Lantern has already confirmed it. Well, and I wish I could pull up the picture, but if you look at the Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer, at the very end, you see Darkseid walking towards something. As he's walking towards something, you can see a little speck flying in the sky. I made a video about it. And I'm thinking that little speck was a hero that could fly. Either Martian Manhunter or Superman, or it could be Green Lantern. Could be one of them. Could be one of them. Fader J, do you think we would get Robin flashbacks? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And maybe the Robin flashback, you know what? Justin, did you just hit on something? Maybe when he meet up with Batman, after he killed Robin, when Batman shows up, maybe Joker will act like he's converted because he feel bad for what he did to Robin. That could be a theory. Steve, is 6 members down, 1 to go. Exactly. Mark Wahlberg is Green Lantern. No, sir. No, sir. Fatal J, Joker will sacrifice his life in the war against Darkseid like Jesus died for us. Could be. Could be. I want to show y'all something else. Let's switch topics real quick. We're going to go back to the Joker, but let's switch topics real quick. The Vanity Fair. It said Bruce Wayne and Lois Lane romantic relationship was a thing that Zack Snyder was considering doing. Let's check this out in this Vanity Fair. What I did with the Vanity Fair article, I just broke down the stuff that really stood out. But I'm telling you, read that whole article. The stuff about Adam Snyder, man, it can tear you up and break you down. But I'm focusing on the comic book aspect stuff, the stuff that was potentially in the movie and stuff that's going to be in the movie. Let's check this out real quick. Let's check out the images real fast before I do that. Check this out right here. Got an Aquaman scene going on. Got my boy Zack Snyder. We don't seen this picture before. We seen this before. Let's continue. It's a lot of dope stuff that's in this article, man. I need to drink some coffee and just really break it down. We got my boy Zack Snyder with the mother bots. Got Gal Gadot. Ooh, jeez, Louise. Whew, what a woman. We got let's continue. Let me see. I know some more pictures that popped up. Of course, we got Joker right here. And then we got Jesus Joker. Forgive me. Let's continue. We got, of course, we got Cyborg. I know I've seen some more pictures, some more dope pictures. Of course, we got Batman. We got Mera. Let's continue. Let's see. Oh, that was about it. Now, let's get into the part that kind of blew my mind. This blew my mind right here. Let's pull this up. 52 people in here. Thank y'all so much for coming out. I really appreciate that. We're going to get into this article, and it's going to be pretty dope. It's going to be some dope stuff. Let's pull this up right here. Check this out right here. This blew my mind, and this is the reason why they got Ben Affleck Batman right here. Peep this out. It said, but Warner Brothers did miss some of more sweeping notions for Justice League. Like adding, now this is Warner Brothers. This is Warner Brothers, not Zack Snyder. But Warner Brothers did knit some of the more sweeping notions for Justice League. Like adding a romance between Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne and Amy Adams' Lois Lane, who was mourning Superman's death in the previous film. The intentions were that Bruce fell in love with Lois and then realized the only way to save the world was to bring Superman back to life, said Snyder. So he had this insane conflict because Lois, of course, was still in love with Superman. We had this beautiful speech where Bruce said to Alfred, I never had a life outside the cave. I never imagined a world for me beyond this. But this woman makes me think that if I can get this group of guys together, then my job is done. I can quit, I can stop, and of course, this doesn't work for him. What do y'all think about that? Bruce Wayne and Lois Lane. Snyder fans are buzzing because they love what he was doing, and now we got a 4-hour film. Yep. Let me read this again. I don't think y'all really got it. Warner Brothers did knit some more sweeping notions for Justice League, like adding a romance between Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne and Amy Adams' Lois Lane, who was mourning Superman's death in the previous film. The intentions were that Bruce fell in love with Lois and then realized that the only way to save the world was to bring Superman back to life. So he had this insane conflict because Lois, of course, was still in love with Superman. I love everything that Zack Snyder does, pretty much. You can call me a fanboy if you want to. I probably am. But I don't think that would have went too well. Bruce Wayne falling in love with Lois Lane right after Superman dies. Because it would have made Bruce Wayne look like a snake. Because this is the thing. He called the Dark Knight for a reason. He has those night qualities. He has the potential to bash your brains into a concrete wall. And there's a Snyder Cut picture with that. But he doesn't kill you. So I don't know. This is what everybody said. Raymond said, does not make sense. I agree. We got my boy Steve up in the building. Survivors of guilt or loss, like Bruce and Lois come together, having lost someone that made a huge impact to them. It's human nature. It's not uncommon. You're right. I give you that, Steve. You're right. I give you that one. That was perfect. I know some people who parents have died and they was in relationships for years, and like when their parents die, they decide, hey, let's get married. I can rock with that, but I think still in the superhero genre, it would have been too quick, too fast, and that would have had the audience pondering, you know? Chicks love the car. Kel, you're right. Christ has no image. You're definitely right. You're definitely right, bro. A lot of people, it's going to be some people out there get upset over the Joker's Jesus picture. I never get upset over stuff like that, and I'm going to tell you why. Just what Cal said. Don't nobody know what Jesus looked like. Don't nobody know what the crown of thorns look like. So I don't know why people would get mad at that. Why would you get pissed off at that? He doesn't have no images, and he didn't never want any images of him. Because guess what? If you had an image of him, a real deal picture of Christ, guess what people are going to do? They're going to worship it. And he didn't want that. So, Kal-El, you're definitely right. Thank you for coming from Krypton. Superman would have had to end him like Zod. He looks like Zack Snyder. Yeah, I kind of do. What about the Bat Tank? Chris Wong was all about the same some time ago. Chris Wong was all about this some time ago. Oh, Chris Wong was down with that. Chris is my boy. Let's move on to the next subject. Make sure to smash that like button. I appreciate it greatly. This is the next subject right here. Zack Snyder never asked Josh Whedon for help. A lot of people out there have been lying and talking about Zack asked for help. Zack never asked this, and we know this, but I'm glad it's in written form. This is something that really stood out. I'm telling y'all, this article broke a lot of stuff down. Let's read this real quick. Oh, I did the wrong one. Yeah. Let's get out of that. Let's hit this. Let's hit that. And let's hit this. And I still hit the wrong one. I mean, I'm being a boomer today. Let me quit being a boomer. Okay, this is the right one right here. There you go. It says, reports that Snyder himself asked Whedon for help were false. Johns, talking about Jeff Johns, one of the studio-appointed babysitters, had been planning a Batgirl movie with Whedon. It would have been trash. And Snyder and others say Johns recruited him to do rewrites for Justice League. Jeff Johns, for the people who don't know, Jeff Johns was the one that recruited Josh Whedon to do rewrites for Justice League. John's representatives didn't respond to a request for a comment. Once again, Snyder was gracious and even hopeful. I thought maybe he could write some cool scenes. I thought that would be fun. Oh. Once again, Snyder was gracious and even hopeful. I thought maybe he could write some cool scenes. I thought he would be fun. Soon it became clear that Warner Brothers was giving Whedon more and more power. He would not just advise during reshoots, but also do some directing himself. Snyder says he only had one conversation with Whedon about the studio notes, reeling from Autumn's death and finding anguish in their work rather than relief. Zack and Deborah quit. We just lost the will to fight that fight in a lot of ways, says Zack. All of us, the whole family, was just so broken about losing Autumn that having those conversations in the middle of it really became, I was like, really? Frankly, I thought that we did the right thing because I think it would have been either incredibly belligerent or just rolled over. One by one, he called members of his cast and crew. I remember I was in a movie theater, coincidentally enough. This is Ray Fisher talking. Ray Fisher said on the set of Snyder reshoots last fall, I was walking into the AMC right in Times Square, and I got the call from Zack, and he was saying that he had to deal with stuff with the fam, and he was having to step away. I had a trillion questions, and my heart sank. Now, watch this. Zack Snyder only asked Josh Whedon to do rewrites to the script. Let me read that. Let me read it right. Once again, Snyder was gracious and even hopeful. I thought maybe he could write some cool scenes. I thought he would be fun. I said rewrites. Zack Snyder wanted him to write some cool scenes. That's the only thing Zack Snyder asked Josh Whedon to do, and they said they only had one conversation. This Vanity Fair, I'm telling you, this Vanity Fair article is not playing. It's not playing no games. Let's see what y'all saying up in here. Miss Martin, thank you so much for coming out. Miss Martin, I'm looking at you right here. Miss Martin, you're one of the coolest people ever, and thank you for coming. Let me see. We all know WB are the real villains. Let's see. Back channel. I'm surprised people actually thought Zack would ask help from Whedon. Like everything we have heard about Zack Snyder is that he is more than capable of handling his own movie. I definitely agree. Let me see what Mike's saying. Random thought, maybe the Joker Christ image is a metaphor for people thinking his incarnation of the character is dead, but has risen again. I know with the Joker, what we've seen with him with the Christ image is going to go deeper into what we really think. I'm thinking that nightmare scene is going to never leave our brains again once it enters our brain. This is going to be something that's never been seen before, and it's going to be dark. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be religious, and people are not going to be able to get this movie out of their heads. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. Let's go to the next topic. 58 people in here. Thank y'all so much for coming. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to. And if you hate my guts, hit that dislike button too. I don't mind. As long as you're engaging with the channel. The truth about Justice League and Ray Fisher. This is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about this too. This was very interesting. And I want to talk about the superhero, the secret superhero stuff that popped up. Let's read this right here. This is very interesting. This right here is the core of the article, in my opinion. This was some cold stuff right here. Check this out. Let's read it. Here you go. It says, Fisher, for one, was eager to return. That's not a day that's gone by over the last 3 years. I haven't thought about this movie, but I have not sat up at night thinking, what if there was a world wherein this thing actually does get released? Says the actor, sitting on set in his grayscale motion capture suit. They did this article on set. I probably should have let it go, But there was so much that we left behind in this version of the film. It's a completely different movie. As for the fan base, the Snyder movement has contributed $500,000 to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention through donations, sales of merchandise, and auctions of props. I got 3 or 4 shirts in there from my boy Zack Snyder. People have been saying, oh, they attacked. People said Deborah Snyder, her eyes tearing. But this fan base has saved lives. As much as they wanted something for themselves, they come together for an amazing cause. You feel so helpless trying to help someone and you don't know what to do. It's literally life or death, and I felt like we didn't really know where to turn. Wow. Check this out. This is talking about the secret superhero. Rebuilding the story he has always envisioned is that invigorates Snyder most. He can go as deep and as dark as he likes. He can say to hell with DC official timeline for the characters and let this alternate version of the Justice League story wind up wherever he please. He has put Superman in a sleek back suit instead of the iconic blue and red. He's added the Joker, Jared Leto. He had reshot the ending. Listen to what I'm saying. Not additional photography. Reshot. Not additional. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm joking. Listen to what I'm about to say to you. Not an additional photography. This is a reshot. Watch this. And I'm gonna highlight it to you. And I'm gonna blow it up. So y'all won't think I'm lying. Because I know y'all think I lie. Sometimes I do. And when I did that, I lost it. Okay, here you go. He has reshot the ending with a hero cameo that will blow hardcore fans' minds. And what may be a diversive move, he's also presenting the movie in a boxy 4:3 format rather than widescreen so that one day it can be watched on IMAX screen. Some may be irritated by seeing Justice League on HBO Max with black bars on either side. Snyder isn't troubled by that. He has reshot the ending with a hero cameo that will blow hardcore fans' minds. The director is laying in some deeply personal elements. The movie closes with Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, performed by Alison Crow, a fan who is sang at an Autumn's funeral. Oh, that's dope. It was Autumn's favorite song. That's why he put Hallelujah in there. The movie closes with Hallelujah, Autumn's favorite song. Now it's elegy for her. Justice League, however, anyone feels about it is made of these things, and people Snyder loves too. What you think about the criticisms of it? I think it was Potter. I would made some pottery. I can't read no more, but I want y'all guys to let me know. We got a reshot of a secret character. Is it Green Lantern? What's up, Dylan? What's up, Dylan? What's up, Lee? Extremely proud of what you all achieved, not only getting the film released, but the massive amounts raised for survival prevention. Man, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm just a speck in the Snyder Cut movement. But whatever I could have did, man, I'm glad. And the Fatal J show, I'm definitely going to do a donation stream soon too, man. I want to play my part. You know, just me buying shirts ain't enough. I want to help with the charity too. Noel Martin, what's up, Fatal? Hey, how you doing? James. It's not me, it's the YouTuber I'm talking about. Who you talking about, man? Family Guy has done worse with Jesus. Wondering, is Lex Luthor going to have his armor in the Nightmare timeline? That would be dope. That would be dope. Jesus Joker is a piece of fiction. Like somebody said, it could be a dream. But this is what I want y'all to know. Zack Snyder indeed did a reshoot of a secret character. Who is this character? Who is this secret character? Is it Green Lantern? Who do you think it is? I would be down for a Flashpoint Batman. Me too. It's not MMH the cameo. Who is MMH? Les Luthor needs to return. Les Luthor is in this, Dylan. He in this. Green Lantern Lake House with Bruce Singh. Martian Manhunter. I'm thinking this. This is what I'm thinking. It's either Martian Manhunter. And I'm thinking it's Martian Manhunter. Let me tell y'all why. In Josh Whedon's version, Harry Lennox wasn't in that joint. I don't think in the original format of the Snyder Cut, Harry Lennox, Martian Manhunter was in that joint. I'm thinking things are going to get so bad when Darkseid invades Earth. They are going to need somebody else with powers on the scale of Superman, which is Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter is powerful as freak, and he will be a great help. He can transform into stuff. I think he got mind powers. He can fly. I'm telling you, Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter is so cold, he can go into walls and stuff, like phase into walls like Kitty Pryde. I'm thinking it's going to be Martian Manhunter. I'm thinking Martian Manhunter. Because the reason why I'm not saying Green Lantern, even though I want Green Lantern to be in there, I want Hal Jordan. Heck, I even want Jon Stewart. But the reason why I'm really thinking that the secret character is going to be Martian Manhunter, because Zack said himself Green Lantern is not in this movie. This is out of Zack's own mouth. Green Lantern is not in this movie. Green Lantern is not in this movie. Green Lantern is not in this movie. Let me pull up something real quick for you guys before I head out. Because I think Martian Manhunter, he's going to show up at the very end of this movie. If I can just pull up the thumb that I made last week, everything will be perfect and everything will be smooth. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see real well, but I'm going to attempt it and I'm going to try it. Let's see. You guys check this out. Share. Fatal J. Okay. Look where it says we are wrong. The thumbnail where I put we are wrong. On that picture, it got Darkseid going to some type of figure that's flying in the sky. A lot of people, y'all might be thinking I'm doing that for clickbait. No, it was a fan that seen that figure flying in the sky. Is that Superman on Apocalypse or is Martian Manhunter? Why would Superman be on Apocalypse if he's fighting on Earth? So I'm thinking Superman is out of the equation now. It will make more sense Martian Manhunter, who is from Mars or all over space or whatever, is there to confront Darkseid and the movie shuts off. Maybe Darkseid took over his planet too. Everybody saying Orion. Oh, it could be Orion. It could be Orion. Biggie Melts. Zachary Levi was making jokes at DC Fandom that Zack still has time to add him to the movie. Zachary Levi, you talked about Snyder, and now that you see the hype that's coming out, you see that Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be bigger than Shazam 2. Now, don't get me wrong. Shazam was dope. But I heard Shazam 2 doesn't even have Black Adam in the movie. What the freak? That's the whole point. I'm really watching Shazam at this point is to see The Rock and Shazam go at it. Pause. I just don't understand it. Let me see. Wasn't Supergirl to appear in Zack Snyder's Justice League as a villain? I don't know. But Sasha Calle, she's dope. Green Lantern is going to have his own movie. He needs one. He definitely needs one. And no, not Ryan Reynolds. Jay, we are getting 4 hours of pure Snyder Cut mine. Yes, we are. And I want to thank everybody for coming out. This wasn't going to be a long stream. I just had to say my piece and what was all going on in the Vanity Fair. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure to hit that notification bell. And this video right here is brought to you by my comic book that's coming out in the first week of March called Ninja Blast. In the description below, join that Ninja Blast email. It's free, spam free. And when you join the email list, it will let you know. It will let you know when I drop on Indiegogo. And best believe this comic book, this manga right here is going to be some of the coldest art and story and comic you have ever seen. Thank y'all so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. And I'm out of here. Ninja Vanish, Ninja Blast.
And when we step to the plate, and when we step to the plate, flawless, flawless. Flawless, flawless. Flawless, flawless.